All right, so let's go over some cleanse basics. What we've done is we've taken your frequently asked questions, so we broke it down in different parts to make it easier and more digestible for you when it comes to listening. But before I go through the first part one of our frequently asked questions, here's a reminder as you go through all the information, not just the cleanse information, as you're going through your journey, make sure that you take notes. Take notes. Write down your questions as you're viewing things. And if by chance that we do not answer the question in the modules or it's not answered in any of the materials that we provide, post it in our communication app. Post it there. We'll answer your question, but then also that gives us more information to add to our modules. So we can add it to our FAQs, or we could create another FAQ for a different part of the program. So I just wanted to remind you of that. So write down your questions. Don't be afraid to ask. There's no dumb question. Okay. So let's go ahead. Let's move forward. Cleanse basics, FAQ part 1. So our first question is, what can I expect to feel? Okay. So we are doing the Hormone Reset Cleanse to where we are protecting your muscle, we're protecting your hormones, we're protecting your metabolism, you're getting in the protein for your body weight, you're doing a higher amount of fat, quality fat for a period of time, and a lower amount of starchy carbohydrates for 14 days up to 6 weeks. Now, in the beginning, usually what we will see is the first couple days is that you actually feel really good. You're like, man, the bloating's going away. I'm starting to sleep a little bit better. You're actually kind of sleeping less because you're giving your digestive system a needed rest between the intermittent fasting and the easily digestible food that you're taking in, the quality food that you're taking in. But usually then about day 3, day 4, what we will hear is that you wake up and it's a little bit harder to get up. You're feeling more fatigued. You're kind of feeling a little groggy. You're having a little bit of brain fog, maybe. You might even be a little bit more achy. Okay. This is normal. Okay. This can be normal. It doesn't mean that not everyone experiences that. It just tells us that your body's working overtime. What do I mean by that? It means that it's working on cleansing out your system. And on different sessions, if you heard me say before, sometimes you have to go down before you actually go up. You know, as an entrepreneur, we always talk about this. We see our bank account go down before we see it go up, because that means that we're investing in the things and the mentors and the coaching and the programs that we need in order to build our business. When it comes to your health, well, unfortunately, sometimes we feel like we're going in reverse, but that's a good thing. It means that you're cleaning out your system. So anytime you see a solid foundation built, I want you to think about a hotel. A hotel, you're walking by in your neighborhood. For a perfect example, we have the Ray Hotel down the street from us. And we remember walking by where there was a fence around it and it just seemed like nothing was there. And then we saw this really big hole. And the next thing we know, the whole hotel's built and it's open. But they were going down before they had to go up. And they built a solid foundation by going down before they actually built up. So hopefully that makes sense to you. So it doesn't mean that you're going to have, you know, I'm using air quotes right here, detox experience, but just be prepared for it. So 3 days, usually by the 3rd, the 4th day, that's where it starts to kick in. It'll last a couple days. So then you're up, you're feeling great. Then it goes down, you're feeling kind of crappy. Then it starts to come back up. You know, you might have some skin rashes. Your skin might get dry. You might break out even. I mean, there's so many different things that you could experience. And this is just a sign that your body's actually detoxifying. It's cleaning things out and it will get better. Okay. Things that you can do is you make sure that you're drinking hot water or warm water with lemon. The apple cider vinegars help with your digestion, getting things moving. Just any type of organic detox tea that can help soothe different, to calm you down. Certain things like that can really help. And then remember to listen to your body. Your body's talking to you all the time, but we fail to hear what it's saying. So it's really important that we listen to our body. This is a time to allow your body to rest. Don't try to push through it. If you feel like you need to take a nap because that's your body telling you something. So it's going to work better. You're going to have a better experience and better results if you actually listen to your body. So hopefully that answers your question. Number 2, can I exercise? One of the things we don't recommend that you do any type of strength training just yet, but if you are seasoned exercise individual and you have good carb tolerance, then you just need to make sure that you have ample amount of calories that you're taking in for the cleanse and that you know your carb intake. For example, Ryan and I, we've done a gazillion years worth of cleanses. So we still exercise when we do the hormone reset cleanse or the anti-inflammatory cleanse, but we know what our calories should be. By default, when it comes to the cleanse and the cleanse macros, yes, you're getting the protein in that you need for your specific body weight and age, but you're still, by default, it's a lower caloric intake. And we want to make sure that you're getting enough calories to sustain your energy, and it's a lower carbohydrate intake. And you probably have enough glycogen stored up, especially if one of your goals is to drop body fat. However, it's better to just do the walking. It's better to do the yoga and the stretching if you have not started, if you're not already a seasoned strength training individual. And we'll get into strength training and how you do it for your specific hormone profile, but not just yet. Will you lose weight? Well, on average, we see our women lose anywhere from 5 pounds up to 18 pounds in a 14-day time frame. But it's not guaranteed that you'll lose weight. And usually what happens is that you're losing water weight first, you're dropping that inflammation, and then the fat starts to go. And remember, our whole goal with the way that we're doing things with the portion sizes, the macro percentages, is to protect your muscle and preserve your muscle to protect your hormones and your metabolism. So if you don't lose weight, don't be discouraged. Make sure that you're paying attention to the inches. Make sure that you're paying attention to how you feel. How are you sleeping? How is your energy level? How does your skin look? Did the dark circles under your eyes go away? Are you sleeping better? Are your joints not hurting? Anything that might be bothering you right now. That's why doing the steps that we talk about, it's important to identify where you currently are in your best body assessment so you can start to see how you're actually improving. How often should I do a cleanse? Okay, so cleansing can be done once a quarter. It can be done annually. One of the things I like to do was say what's really cool about the cleanse. Once you set up your system and you go through the full cleanse for a minimum of 14 days, you can do 72 hours, you can do 7 days. And you can do it, not necessarily once a quarter, but you can do it like after a vacation or after a holiday. That's one of the things like Ryan and I will do. We always joke about December being our chunky buff month because we don't really care about anything. When I say that, loosely. I don't know if that's the right way to put it, but we're not real strict with our food, right? Because it's the holidays. So we're just worried about maintaining. We're not worried about losing. We're not worried about photo shoots or anything like that. But after the holidays, we'll automatically do a cleanse just to reset our system, get rid of that sugar taste because we're eating cookies and all the different things. But really once a quarter, once a year, just you can do it as you feel needed. What if I'm going on vacation? Go on vacation and enjoy yourself. That's one of the things that I talk about, even with the preparing the cleanse. I talked about it already in the modules. Is just go on vacation. people are like, well, I can do the cleanse for like 3 days. Should I go ahead and do it and then come back and start where I was? No. I mean, you can do the cleanse and you'll feel better going into your vacation, but you need, in the beginning, you need a straight 14 days. So go and enjoy your vacation and then come back and do it right. Remember, debt and regret weighs tons, discipline weighs ounces. So just be disciplined when you come back to fully do the cleanse the way it needs to be done. What if I can't do the reintroduction? The reintroduction, for those of you probably wondering, what is that? I haven't covered it yet. Reintroduction, so for a period of time, you have omitted certain high allergenic foods. Corn, dairy, I said cow dairy, gluten, red meat. Even though red meat we love, grass-fed, red meat is amazing, but it might be hard on your digestive system. Still do the cleanse, but the reintroduction is going to help you identify some simple intolerances that could be wreaking havoc on your body and really sabotaging your results. So when you do the reintroduction, just if you can't do it, go ahead and do the cleanse, but then you're going to need to do the cleanse again and do the reintroduction properly. So you know what foods that you want to cut out all the time or only do some of the times. That's really important in our reintroduction. What if I can't start the cleanse right away? Well, I talk about this. Get all social engagements out of the way, parties and things like that, just to make it easier on yourself. If you can't start the cleanse right away, then that's fine. This is not a race. It's your journey. It's not anybody else's journey. It's just about getting yourself prepared, identifying when is it going to be a good time, and then execute. Simple as that. Don't overthink it. If I'm not following the cleanse example menu, what are the cleanse guidelines? Okay. Well, you simply need to download your PDF. You do not have to follow the example menu. That's why it's called an example menu. Within that, all you need to do is look at the food list, look at the avoid list, and then follow the cleanse guidelines. It's all in your PDF, as well as we have the videos, the new modules that I might have recorded and or from our signature master blueprint program that I've mentioned that you're actually viewing when I talk about cleanse guidelines. I talk about tips and tricks, and then I talk about cleanse macros. So there you have it. Those are some basic starts of part 1 when it comes to the cleanse frequently asked questions.